Looks like we are back in Virginia with it yet again. What have I told y'all about that state of Virginia? That is probably one of the most racist places, not only in America, but probably on the planet. And this situation that you have right here is no different. So you have this palm colored woman right here who decided it would be a good idea to go up to her black neighbor and confront her about some BS, and these are the words that came out of her mouth. You're not the right color. She said that to her neighbor, who happens to be a black woman. She went up to her house and told her that while doing her whole Karen routine. As you can see right here, she has the whole Karen costume on, the glasses in her hair, the phone up to her face, up to her ear, with the sarcastic look on her face. Like, she has the Karen act all the way down to a T. And who knows who she was talking to on the phone. She probably called the cops on her. Who knows? But I'm going to go ahead and read this article that was posted April 25th, 2021. A white woman has lost her job at a Virginia food bank after she went on a racist tirade using slurs and telling her black neighbor, "You're not the right color, honey." According to the Progress Index, a video posted on Facebook by Quetta Good, who is the black woman, her full name is LaQuetta Good, shows her getting into an altercation with the neighbor, who can be seen wearing a name tag reading Rachel. So her name is Rachel. According to a Facebook post by Good, let's rewind back to the beginning when she called the police to search my house for drugs because her words were, "I couldn't afford my house. I never leave the house, so I had to sell drugs because I'm black and had a Porsche. Yes, the police sure did search my house for drugs. No drugs were found. I work from home. This has been going on for months." So this raggedy bitch assumed that this black woman was doing drugs out of her house because she never saw her leave her house, which means she's been spying on her. And she saw her driving a nice car. What have I told y'all? They do not like when black people have nice things, and if they have nice things, they'll assume that they stole it or they bought it with illegal money, such as drugs or drug money, like the case with this here. And she says this has been going on for months. So she's been spying on her for months. It's just that today she actually had the balls to get up off her ass and actually go to this woman's house and finally confront her for what she assumes to be her dealing drugs out of her house because she never saw her. See, man, I tell y'all, the nerve of palm colored, like, they don't quit. They do not quit. The altercation where the N-word was used was shared widely, which led to the head of the Chesterfield Food Bank to issue a statement saying the employee is no longer working with them, adding, "It was between neighbors. It's still sad and an unfortunate situation." Well, now she done messed up her own damn bag. And that's the thing with palm colored people. They so bold that sometimes they don't even care when they mess up their own bag. That's how on code they are. They will rather mess up their bag than to not be a nice, considerate human being. When it comes to us, anyway. On Facebook, CFB CEO Kim Hill wrote, "In response to the situation, we have terminated this employee. We remain committed to creating and providing a positive, uplifting, encouraging environment for our staff, volunteers, and clients." According to the report, the former employee's name was not released, but it says Rachel on her name tag, unless Rachel is not her name. And then they have the video attached to the actual article. I'm not going to play the video. If y'all want to watch it, I'll leave the link to the article and you can watch the video there. But that's entirely up to you. But yeah, like, she literally, in my opinion, if this woman, the black woman, said that it's been going on for months, that means she's been spying on her. She says, how dare this woman come into this neighborhood with this nice car? I'd never see her. She must be doing or dealing drugs in order to make this kind of money to drive this car. I'm surprised she didn't go to the part about her stealing the car. She probably did. Or that probably could have been one of her thoughts, but the drugs was the first thing that came to her mind. Like I said, we can never, in the eyes of palm colored, have nice things. If you're the average everyday citizen, Hell, they don't even want you having nice things if you're a celebrity. They don't even want you having millions of dollars because they feel like that's somehow competing with them. And what if I told y'all, and what it's ever, a lot of people told you, they don't like to compete because they don't like playing fair. What is it that Richard Spencer says? It's not about being fair, it's about winning. And see, they have been able to, as a collective, keep us down financially and in other ways as a collective for so long that if even one of us manages to break through that glass ceiling that they have placed over our heads for decades, that's an issue. And see, this quote unquote Rachel chick, this Karen, probably can't afford a Porsche. So she looked at this woman right here and felt she's beneath me. How is she able to get something that I can't even afford? Hell, even if she could afford a Porsche and had a better car than a Porsche, she would still be mad because still, it's supposed to be a luxury vehicle. How dare she get anything other than what is less than a certain amount of money? That's probably what was going through her mind. As a matter of fact, I'm almost certain that's what was going through her mind. And this woman is probably mad that this woman could afford a Porsche. She's probably mad at the position of or quality of work that she has in order to afford that Porsche. And probably like, how was she able to afford a car like that? And she lives in the same neighborhood as me, but I can't drive a Porsche and she can. It's a jealousy thing. It's a hang up. That is one major thing that Palm Color cannot stand, is if we are doing better than them. And the thing is, as a collective, they've been doing better than us, but they've been able to do that because they have had 100+ year head start. But see, they are realizing now that time is not really on their side at the moment, and Father Time is not on their side in a multitude of ways. And they cannot handle it. They cannot stand it. They'll let any other group leapfrog over them. Well, kind of, sort of. But if it's black people, especially if you are a black American, you know, the group that's supposed to be a permanent underclass or heading into that status. Oh no, that's just not going to do for them. At that point, they'll feel like they have failed their ancestors. Because for years, they've probably been told that you're better than this person and that person. So when they come across one person that is better than them, they feel like they have failed and they'll have to do everything they can to sabotage. So that's why this bitch called the cops on her and said that it was drugs being sold out of her house. And the cops actually came and searched her house. Because you heard what the black woman said. She said the cops came and searched her home for drugs and found nothing because of what this bitch told them. So it's one thing that, you know, she was fired and she lost her bag. Okay, good, whatever. But more should have been done to her because she made a false call to the cops and saying that she believed that this woman was selling drugs. She doesn't even know this woman. She doesn't even know her. And the black woman said this has been going on for months. It's just that now she actually executed something where some people or where cops came out to her home. She could have had this woman caught up in some shit. Could have had her wrapped up in something. This is the third story in the last 2 weeks that I've done coming out of Virginia. First was that lieutenant getting accosted by that pig. Then the black man who got shot 10 times. And now this story right here. And I'm recording this on April 26, 2021. In all cases were racial. You had a black man, well, 2 black men and now a black woman. One dealt with a palm-colored Hispanic, another palm-colored male cop, and now a Karen who's not a cop. But she called some cops, and some cops came to her home, to this black woman's home. All in the state of Virginia. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you have not done so already, make sure you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video or go live.